pretty. It is nice and shiny. A lot of chrome. That's beautiful. Is that what Uncle Rick had?
No. It's not dark.
Whizzer motorbike. Those are cool. Oh, nice Mustang. Oh, that's slick.
That is slick. I like it. Has air conditioning, power steering.
You in the market for a Mustang?
I thought about it instead of getting something else. It will hold its value, I think.
Oh yeah.
He says he'll take the auction shot. He says at least he'll take for his 30, but then that's another 5,000 to use for auctioneer fees. I haven't talked about it. He's also got the 95 Firebird with the Corvette engine in it, which may be more practical for him.
How are you this morning?
Good, how are you doing?
Fine.
This is Micah, and this is Carolina.
Carolina, huh? And your
Pretty.
name's what again?
Micah.
Micah?
Micah.
How old are you? About a year and a half? Two. Two?
And
Wow.
I'm 5.
And you're 5, huh? Good for you.
Yeah.
That's
Josh
cool.
has a Rambler.
I got a 64 Rambler.
Do you?
Yes, sir.
Very good. These are some antique Whizzer motorbikes.
Yes, sir. I was checking that out when we were walking in. I know Dan wanted me to look at the Mustang, but I was like, whoa, look over here.
Yeah. I've
Wow.
restored one of every make, or every model that Whizzer made. I used to mess with those things when I was a kid.
Yeah.
And, I'm redoing one here that I bought from a guy. Trying to get it straightened out and back in good operating shape again. But that's what they call a pacemaker. Whizzer pacemaker. And that's a 1951 model.
Wow.
That one there's what they call an ambassador, and that's the rarest of all the Whizzers that was ever made. Yeah, they made them 1 year, made 1,300 of them, and we pretty well sure there's about 80 of them left in the world.
Jeez.
So
Holy cow.
I was fortunate enough to be able to come out. It took me about 5 years to talk a guy out of this thing. Some years back. This one was just came out of a barn. Yeah, it kind of looks like.
Oh yeah. Looks like somebody sat it in a corner for years and never paid attention to it.
I'm gonna clean it up and get it around. I'm gonna leave it just like it is.
Yeah.
Call it a rat Whizzer.
There you go.
And it's on about a 1946 roll fast bicycle frame. I've never seen a Whizzer motor on one of those frames before. Yeah, and they made a ton of motor kits back during the Second World War when you couldn't get gas or anything else. They made 1.5 million of those kits convert bicycles into motorbikes.
Yep.
And after the war, all us kids that were junior hot rodders, and if it had wheels and a motor, we went for it.
Yeah, I got a guy I'm following on YouTube right now. He lives in Connecticut. He goes by the handle Musty One, and he builds like chopper bikes out
Oh,
of
really?
just bicycles, and he'll convert them to be, motorbikes. And he's like, yeah, top speed 30 miles an hour. He goes, but it's pretty fast if you're on a bicycle.
Yeah. Well, I've got my two show bikes are up in the other garage, and one of them, the littlest one will run 50 miles an hour.
Wow.
This one will run about 40.
Yeah.
And that one will probably run about 42. So, yeah.
That's awesome.
They're fun. Yeah. Hell, I get them out and ride them every once
What's
in a
your
while.
cell phone so I can call you sometime?
Okay. 496 or 8843.
Okay.
496 7207.
What's that? Yeah.
Careful, those things will come back and they'll come back and get you.
I think that one's too green. I think you have to find
Oh
one
yeah, those
that's
things.
brown.
The only way you can crack those, put them in a vise or hit them with a hammer. My grandkids
They
used
are
to
hard.
hold it hard. My grandkids used to love to get out here with a hammer.
Oh, yeah.
And
Try and crack 'em
try and
open.
crack 'em. And I was kind of worried about getting something with a hammer, so I put them in a vise and you crack them in a vise, and that's about the only way. The hickory nut meat is delicious.
They're also good if you cook them first.
What you got in the corner here?
Fine.
What?
What you guys tucked away in the corner here?
That's a 1941 Ford convertible that I started on years ago, and it's a project that never got finished, and I'm probably going to sell it pretty much as I did a lot of work on that car, and it's basically right. I've got new old stock everything, fenders, trims, got a complete red leather LeBaron Bonney interior for it. And I ought to finish that car. I really should.
What do you have over here on the cover here?
That's 57 oldies.
That's 57 holes.
Yeah.
That's awesome. Oh yeah.
And, man, I've got more new stuff for that car than you can believe. Yeah. I bought the car years ago. The reason it never got finished is I worked for DuPont for a number of years, and I got transferred to South Carolina in 1981. I just started working on that car. I had 2 other cars I was working on. I had 3 cars in pieces. And I just kind of quit on that one, and there it sits, and it's a darn shame because it's a super solid car.
It's a manual on the column.
Yeah, 3-speed on the column.
Oh, it looks perfect, just like it is.
Yeah, it's good old car, and I've got lots of good stuff for that. I got a ton of new stuff for that.
This was a 64?
66.
66.
You got an old pedal car up here, man. I tell you
Yeah.
what, this is like Disneyland.
Well, I'll tell you, when the kids were little, when the grandkids were little, they loved those pedal cars. So I fixed up a couple of pedals. They used to race them up and down the driveway.
Yeah.
When they were about the same age as your.
For some reason you want to sell one, I may buy one. They can race them up and down my driveway.
Listen, those kids had more fun every time they come down. Up till the time they were about 4, maybe 5, about 6 years old. About 6 on up, they started getting a little too big for them. But they were about the size of Carolina, and they'd take those crazy cars and up and down the driveway. They'd spend hours out there with them.
I try to get the bicycles so they can do the same thing. Then.
Yeah, but those pedal cars they're more fun than you can see over. And like I said, I'm still trying to get some of this mess straightened out, and maybe one of these days I will. But it doesn't look like it right at the moment.
That's awesome.